not as prepared as some people because ADHD, but I am presenting 3 shows. I was originally doing 2, but then I saw another one and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna present it. The first one will be The Outsiders. It is a straight play, which will be awesome for, you know, our kids who want to be part of theater but aren't singers. And that's a huge thing of people being like, oh, you're an amazing person, but you were flat this one time, so no. Which is unfortunate. It is pretty mature and dramatic, as you know. It is a required reading in middle schools and high schools. It is a male-led show. It is 12 male roles, 7 female roles. Most of those are like 14 to 20 years old. I want to kind of keep it that way, but I want to make sure that the actor maturity is there, because it is, you know, greasers and there's like knife fights and stuff and near death and death, and yeah. So the ensemble can double for small roles. There's the mom and then a nurse. They can play the same one to keep the cast small. There will be a trigger warning because there's talks of death a lot. There is a death on stage and an almost death on stage. There'll be 4 main sets. How I want to keep it minimal set. I'm very much for minimal sets. I was thinking just like a basic scaffolding, make it look like a scrapyard, and then you can bring in couches and stuff to have a house. There's a hospital, an abandoned church setting, and then a vacant lot. So just having basic set pieces that can just go on and off and just have the main thing the same. Keep it easier. What I found really interesting is the version I read and the version I like to do. Ponyboy, the main character, talks to the audience as the narrator the entire time. So he's having a conversation, and then as the set changes, he comes forward and narrates what just happened and what's about to happen. And I feel like that's really important for kids to have that, like, personal talk. I'd like to work with schools and libraries for collaboration and promotional, because it is used in curriculum. It also will bring awareness to banned books, because it is a banned book. And banned books are ridiculous. Because it brings awareness to that, and I feel like it'd be really awesome for, especially with high schools, to offer like extra credit, or have schools go into the schools, like the drama clubs at the schools, and like promote it and stuff, and be like, hey, you guys are reading this, why don't you live it? So yeah, and I would be willing to direct. This would be my directorial debut. Which is just because I don't have a degree. I'm like 20 credits short of a degree, but who cares? It's just a senior thesis. Who cares? I have all the knowledge. But I just think that'd be really fun to do, and especially for kids in high school. Yeah, and it's straight, like, and that's usually not their manager. Okay, questions?